Biology is the study of living things. Biologists are often interested in altruism. They wonder why one living thing would sacrifice itself for another living thing. To find the answer, they sometimes study animals. In 2011, a group of scientists led by Peggy Mason of the University of Chicago tested a group of rats. They put two rats together. One was free to move around. The other was trapped in a small cage. Most times, the free rat was extremely unhappy because the other rat was trapped. But it didn't move away. It stayed close and kept biting the metal bars of the cage until it finally managed to open the cage and let the other rat out. Mason added chocolate to her study. She gave the free rat chocolate chips. Surprisingly, the free rat did not usually eat the chips right away. Instead, it opened the cage first, then it shared the chocolate with the other rat. Like Mason's rats, studies show humans naturally want to help others. Helping is part of our biology, Mason says. For humans, however, getting help is sometimes complicated. If you need help, people may look at your skin color, age, or whether you are a man or a woman. Receiving help may even depend on your mood. One study showed people are more likely to help you if you are smiling. Two French researchers asked a person to walk around a supermarket. Half of the time, the person smiled at strangers. Half of the time, the person did not. Then the person dropped something, and the researchers counted how many strangers came to help. They learned that more strangers helped when they had seen the person smile first. To see both the good and the very, very bad sides of human altruism, we can look at the terrible story of Hugo Alfredo Tail-Yaks. About 6 a.m. on a spring morning in 2010, a video camera recorded Tail-Yaks being a hero. A woman was walking down a street in Queens, New York. A man followed her. He pulled out a knife and attacked her. Tail-Yaks appeared and tried to stop the attacker. The woman was able to run away, but her attacker stabbed Tail-Yaks with the knife. Tail-Yaks fell to the ground and did not move. For the next hour, more than 20 people walked past Tail-Yaks. Many looked at him but kept walking. One stopped and lifted him up. He saw blood and he turned and walked away. Two people stopped and took a picture of the dying man with their phones. Finally, just after 7 a.m., someone called the police, but the caller gave the wrong address by mistake. Another call came at 7:21. The police came and found that Tail-Yaks had died. If people are naturally helpful, why did no one help Hugo Alfredo Tail-Yaks? Perhaps they did not help because he appeared homeless. Perhaps they did not help because they were frightened. Maybe they believed someone else had already called the police. Whatever the reason, Hugo Alfredo Tail-Yaks died. Chapter 4. Why do we help each other? Is altruism something we learn? Is it natural? The answer to both questions seems to be yes. In many cases, humans are naturally altruistic. In others, we choose altruism because we were taught to. The goal of altruism is helping. Perhaps we are helping to make ourselves feel better, or perhaps we are helping others so that they will help us back someday. For example, look at the vampire bat. Many people have bad feelings about vampire bats. It is easy to see the reason. Vampire bats drink the blood of other animals like cows or sheep. Sometimes they even drink the blood of people. Vampire bats must eat every day to stay healthy. If they miss 2 or 3 days, they die. Missing days, however, is common for vampire bats. They are often not successful in finding blood, but instead of dying, they are helped by other bats in the group. Successful bats give hungry bats some of their own food. They bring it up from their stomach and share it through their mouth. Biologists call this reciprocal altruism. That means sometimes a bat helps others, but other times it receives help instead. The group of bats stays alive because they make sacrifices for each other. Many biologists believe that humans act the same way. They make sacrifices for each other. This allows the group to live and be successful. Biology is the study of living things. Biologists are often interested in altruism. They wonder why one living thing would sacrifice itself for another living thing.